Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you're all having a pretty good day. I'm a bit ill right now, caught some sort of cold or fever. You know how it is, especially around springtime and early summer. That pollen is pretty unforgiving. So, this is my debut stream doing YouTube full time. Pretty excited to give this a shot. For any old timey viewers who've been around since the really early days, you're probably wondering, like, oh, is this another ruse? Is Void trying to say he's gonna do YouTube but then quit after 2 months? No, no, it's not nothing like that. But to kick things off, I don't want to keep you waiting too long. To kick things off, we're gonna be playing a game today that I hold very near and dear to my heart. We're gonna be playing Hollow Knight. Yes, one of the most popular indie games of recent memory, and one with a sequel that the community is questionably hyped about, especially recently, with Xbox announcement last year of the titles coming up within the next year or so, and Silksong being among those titles. People were getting pretty hyped, and supposedly Silksong, according to Xbox anyway, should be released sometime before the end of June, I believe. I think that's right. It's either June or July. I don't remember. But the point is, we're playing Hollow Knight as a sort of precursor to Silksong. And when Silksong comes out, I'll be able to do a completely blind playthrough of the game. Not sure if I'm going to stream it or do like a video series on it yet, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So for now, we're sticking with Hollow Knight. I've actually played this game a lot. Not so much on PC, but I've played it a lot on the Switch. Hmm, I played it on my buddy's Xbox a couple times, and I have played some mods on PC. Played some pretty interesting mods. Most of them were just cosmetics, but I did find this one pretty cool mod that added like a bunch of new charms and extra charm notches and some additional challenges with the added power given to the players. So that was pretty fun, and might touch that at some point, but for now we're just going to focus on the base Hollow Knight experience. And feel free to tell me if the if it's too quiet or too loud or anything. So yeah, um, let's see here. There we go. You should hopefully be able to hear the game now. All right, let's jump into this. I just want to adjust my settings a little bit more here. There we go. Now it should be pretty prominent. All right. So, like I said, I have played some mods, but I went through and just cleared those saves just because, just wanted a nice clean slate to kick things off, if you feel me. We're gonna be playing classic. Sorry to all those Hollow Knight veterans who are gonna be like, "Oh, you don't even play Steel Soul mode." Yeah, no. Maybe if I don't suffer enough through classic as it is, maybe just maybe I'll consider doing a Steel Soul run. But for now, we're just gonna stick to classic, and hopefully, I don't really know how far I'm planning to get with Hollow Knight in terms of endings, anyway. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch, you taught we changed, base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. From Elegy of Hallownest by Monomon the Teacher. I don't think it matters how many times I start up this game. I will always read that text with a dramatic voice. It's just completely necessary for the experience. Oh, I want to get that checked out, bud. Seems like you have a bit of a crack in your skull there. Ominous. I do give Team Cherry a lot of, like, uh, environmental storytelling credit. They know how to tell a story without straight up telling you, with words. The thing that people do, words. Little tip for anyone who ever plays a Metroidvania or Metroidvania style game. First thing you do when you spawn in, don't go right. Everyone always goes right. You go left. Because that's where the secrets are at. And yes, I am going to be pointing out every single secret in this long and in-depth walkthrough about every single detail. And I'm going to be analyzing the lore of every shred of grass. Get on that, moss bag, would you? Tell me about how the grass grows. Tell me what kind of grass it is. Oh, you... I was not paying enough attention, apparently. Bug boy. Now, a lot of streamers, and just people who play this game in general, they all come up with their own little names for the currency and the soul. So we'll have to think of some creative names as to what to call this this stuff. Higher beings. These. Oh no, I can't do that voice. Hell nah. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your strength marks us amongst us. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just don't. No. Nope, nope, nope. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Collect soul, yeah. Knew all that already. I'm pretty sure the first time I played this game, I just walked past this. I think I somehow completely just missed the inspect key. But, yeah, I've learned to read things and look at the details. Oh, yeah. I remember this room. Stupid bugs. And I'm pretty sure on my first playthrough, I got hit by both that falling spike and fell into the spikes multiple times, almost dying in the process. It felt... Ow. I was under the impression that this would be some sort of platformer, and yeah, to a degree, Hollow Knight does have platforming elements. So I was getting a little bit worried that my $15 would be going towards a platformer. But thankfully, that's not the case. Oh, Jesus. I forget about that. Every single time I forget that happens. Oh, nope, I heard it. No, sir. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Thank you for the money. I will say, I would have never thought to try and nail on the spikes on my first run. Like, I would have never thought of that. But it does make for a lot of interesting parkour. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let all bask in your majesty, for only this kingdom could produce one such as you. Huh. Okay, interesting. I try not to think too much about fan theories and stuff of that nature when playing through the game, because, I mean, like, they give you a blank slate character, so I think the whole point is, like, you're supposed to have your own takeaway from it. And a lot of people's takeaway is that Hornet is void, and last time I checked, I was void, so that can't be true. Wink to everyone who gets that one. Alrighty. I was one of the few things I wish they gave us a little bit more about was Lifeblood, the blue butterflies and the squishy blue hearts we have. I mean, like, yeah, it's not really meant to be more than what it is, but it'd be interesting to know, like, where it came from, like, kind of how they discussed how the void substance just sort of, how it was just sort of discovered upon one day, and all the stuff the Pale King did with it, but, you know, yeah, you can't have everything, I guess. Oh, apologies. Then again, we did see Hornet using that Lifeblood syringe in one of the Silksong teasers, so there is the potential that we may learn more about it. Our beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. So, bear witness to the last and only civilization, the Eternal Kingdom, Halonest. So what you're saying is, I have to obey your laws even if I'm not an official citizen. What you're saying is that even without a green card, or a passport, or anything to identify myself as a citizen of this kingdom, I still have to obey the law. Well, that kind of sucks. Guess I'll die. Oh dear, something terrible happened. Ah, slow walk. The music fade-ins, they never get old. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mitsuri. Ho there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared. Headed down that well one by one into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Elderbug, if I were to give you a recommendation about that, bud, maybe turn your attitude around and things might start to go a little better. You might not be able to change people jumping into the well, but at the very least, you can have a better outlook on things. Yeah, a bit more positivity can work wonders for your health. Well, we could jump in the well. We could. But why do that when we can go over the well? I feel like most players' instincts is just jump straight in, and yeah, that is technically what you're supposed to do. But there's plenty to explore over here. A stone door with a simple lock. Haha, I tricked you. We can't go there yet. We don't have a key. We need more keys. We need keys in general. We need the key to happiness. The knight must have some really tough legs. Like, whatever he's made out of, void, must be, like, a really durable material, because the man can jump off, like, we saw him jump off of that, the big door earlier. Like, man didn't even flinch. He stopped for a second and was like, okay, I'm on the ground now, but man wasn't. He must have some. He must got the new Jordans or something. You know what I'm saying? Nope, not that. Hello. We got flying bugs and we got crawling bugs. What other kind of bugs are there? Can you really step up from here? Like, bugs fly and they crawl. What else do they really do? We could descend or we could go back right. I'm gonna go back right. Gonna need a lot of money. Lots and lots of money. Oh, well, I bet we should talk to Menderbug. Let's break his favorite sign. And then jump back down. Oh. Oh yeah, you need the dive spell to do that. It's okay. One thing I have been wanting to look into getting, just for myself, is that Hollow Knight lore book. The one written from the perspective of a bug in the kingdom. I saw a couple of Hollow Knight channels, and just a couple of channels who just play Hollow Knight for fun, review it, but I've never considered getting it for myself, but I think I might actually get it, because it looks pretty cool. I think it's just called The Wanderer's Journal, if I'm not mistaken. Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Quill. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries. And one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg, lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange markings all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deep below us. So Quirrell says the great egg, this great big black egg we got here, gives off a strange warm air. So his first instinct was to either touch it, smell it, or hug it. And I don't really like any of those conclusions, so we're just gonna leave. Also, if you look closely, the mask Quirrell has on his head looks very similar to this one here. Just keep that in the back of your noggin for all you keen-eyed viewers. Oh, and I have a rule that I'd like to state. The rebranding of this YouTube channel has one major thing that will be consistent for the rest of time. If I ever, and I mean ever, utter the words, "you guys," like any other YouTuber does, then I have to stand up from my chair and do 10 push-ups. You can't watch, but I will do them. So, you know, if I slip up or if I miss, like if I say it and don't realize it, then it's up to all of you to tell me. Because I think the phrase "you guys" is so unbelievably saturated and overused to the point where it literally doesn't mean anything. Just like back in the day when Leafy would use the word literally to the point of overuse. So yeah, just throwing that one out there. If I ever say the words "you guys," then I have to get up and do 10 push-ups. And before you ask, yes, it is my excuse to exercise as a YouTuber, so thanks for that. Oh, bury my mother, pale in sight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2. And then when you're done, let's bury me too. Mila. Haha, do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you'd like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. Ha ha ha. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Ha ha. So this is one of the people that Elderbug said was looking for riches. And honestly, mining for shiny crystals, yeah, it seems like a pretty effective way to get riches. Yeet. Oh, it's one of these. Right. Yeah, these little boys just fill up your soul, but we're already full. Ugh. I'm still quite ill. I don't think there's actually anything we could do here, but yeah, I know what we need for that. And there's no secrets over here that I can remember, so we're just gonna leave. The fact that these elevators still function, like, astounds me. Because Hollow Nest fell to ruin, like, some time ago. Because first the Hollow Knight got sealed in the egg, and then it's like, I don't know, a lot of time passes before our knight comes back, because he's just sort of wandering the wilds for God knows how long. So I'm gonna be fair and say that Hallownest has been rotting for a good, like, 50 to 100 years. Something like that. Because the state this place is in it's not very good. So the fact that the elevators still work, the fact that they haven't rusted or anything like that is astonishing. But hey, that's a win for us. That's a win for us. That's, you know, public transportation, just free and readily available. Hello there. I don't like jumpy bugs. Jumpy bugs. That's another thing bugs do. They like to get jumpy. And I hate jumpy bugs. Not only do they jump you, but they try to jump on you. And that is what makes them terrifying. Oh, Jesus. I was not paying attention. Whee! Ha. Stupid bugs. There we go. There's a boy up there. There's a little man's up there. Little man's man. Little baby man. Question is, how do we get him out? I don't think there's any way to skip this grub. Yeah, because I can't bounce on that lamppost because it's in the background. Yeah. I know a couple ways we could skip it, but we have none of the required tools, so he'll just have to suffer for now. So, bugs are people in this game. Or the equivalent of people, I should say. So if you're another bug, and you just come across another bug inside of a giant glass jar, is that the equivalent of, like, kidnapping? Like, is he being kept for ransom, or, like, what's the deal with that? There's a lot of implications as a bug finding another bug in a glass jar. It could be, like, some sort of social experiment. It could straight up just be a kidnapping. It could be a variety of things. So, and I think in a bug world where things are very simple, assuming the worst right at the start is probably not the best idea. Because you may soon get wrapped up in something you had no plans of getting wrapped up into. Like a mating ritual or something like that. Ah, yes. One of the best. This is our boy right here. Ah, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins. Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Hell yeah. We have our first map. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife Isolde. She's just now opening our new shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Man, I feel pretty bad for your wife that she has to listen to that voice every single time you come back. The one time that you're not down here mapping out a ruined, old, dead kingdom with little of value left to offer the world, she has to hear that, and I feel very sorry for her. So, you know, if you end up perishing down here by accident, then I'll be commandeering your wife. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, these guys. Big worm boys. Actually, I don't really know what these are. They could be living things, but they could also just be like... Because if they were living things, my logic would be like, if they were living, then that means they'd be searching for sustenance constantly. But they stay in the same spot and never move. So their prey would eventually learn, like, oh, these guys don't move, so I'll just move around them. So whatever these things are, they must not need to eat. Or they need to eat extremely sparsely. I don't like faces looking at me. Oh, that's acid. Ugh. Okay, that's disgusting. You need to die. And it turned into two more little ones. There's some nasty creatures. Oh, hey, bug boy. Now this is where it gets interesting. So I'm a bug. We're going to pretend I'm a bug. I'm a bug, and I find another bug inside of a glass jar. And by the looks of it, he's not too happy inside that glass jar. But as soon as I come up to him, he's happy. So does he just want me to stay here and look at him? Or does he want me to release him? Because the way I see it, he probably wasn't in that glass jar originally. He was probably put there by somebody. And I imagine whoever put him in that glass jar would probably be pretty upset if I released him, because he put him in there for a reason. So the question is, what to do? Nah, I'm just kidding. We're going to release him. Okay. Maybe if I knew he was going to make that noise, I would have left him in there. Because that was kind of uncomfortable. Excuse me, big worm that doesn't need to eat. Ah, almost had it. Just need a bit more altitude. Yeet. There we go. That's more like it. We're going to need all the dough we can get our hands on. Shut up, Cornifer. Oh, and that's karma doing its thing. Remember, everybody, karma is real, and it does not care how you feel. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Pardon me. Haven't talked this long in a bit. Ah, yes, that's right. Of course, secrets. With more money. Well, we always need more dough. You can't complain about having more dough. Oh, yeah. Oh, I appear to be trapped. Now, this is another interesting scenario. You walk into a room, and there's a flying bug trying to spit orange juice at you. So you kill the bug as an act of self-defense. But then his buddies pull up and are like, yo, you don't just kill the homie like that. We're gonna kill you for taking our homie. And then you realize you're also trapped. So you have two options. You could continue fending for your life in a battle where you are outnumbered, but not necessarily outgunned. Or you could attempt to find a way to open the cages. I'd say the reasonable thing to do would be to fight for your life and then try to open the cage you found yourself in. It seems fending for our lives appeased karma once more, so it decided to open the doors for us. Ah, and now karma's just spoiling us. A hot spring? That's exactly what we needed. So these hot springs refill your soul, which is very nice. So is the hot spring itself just made out of soul? Because it looks, you know, it doesn't look like normal cave water. Normal cave water is all murky and gross, but this is like glowy, magic-looking water. So there must be some sort of magical element inside of it. And yes, I will analyze every single thing that I come across. Problem? Then that's your fault. Might as well throw this on, just in case. Fury of the Fallen embodies fury and heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the bearer's strength will increase. Speedrunners use this charm a lot, especially like no-hit speedrunners, like Fireborn. They get really low health, or, you know, if they're doing a hitless run, and they just put this on, and they essentially just get a double damage boost, which is very helpful. Bug Boy. Oh, he dropped quite a bit of cash. Well, compared to our usual bug acquaintances. Speaking of our usual bug acquaintances, this boy seems to be hiding something that I'd like to have. Where are we? I'm actually not entirely sure. We don't have the compass yet. We'll have to find our way to a compass. Is there anything I can bounce on here? There is. I wonder if I could get up there by bouncing on that statue. I bet I could. Ah, it's just short. Worth a try, though. Hello, fly. Ah, you bastard, dropping your money in the pit. That's more like it. Now, what's over here? See, more flyboys. More flyboys. Even more flyboys. Surely got something good over here. No? Just wasted time? Yeah, seems about right. In all honesty, that's what all bugs are. Wasted time. They get into your house, they fly around or jump around indiscriminately, but it always seems to be near where you are. Annoy the hell out of you, or freak the hell out of you, depending on what you are and aren't afraid of, and make you waste time trying to kill it. Which is especially inconvenient. Ow. Speaking of inconvenience. Which is especially inconvenient if you don't like bugs and you find them freaky and get easily disturbed. I know what that means. Yeah. Oh yeah, time for the best boy in the game. Well, one of the best boys. And this is why we always need dough on us, my friends. A toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert geo. Absolutely. Man, the little animations for the stag stations. So good. Hey, bud. The last stag. He has a very deep, raspy voice. I don't want to choke myself, so I will not be doing a noticeable voice for this character, at least for now. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of the station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tried over these many years, and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the old bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hallow Nest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go. And it's mostly free of charge. You just have to pay the one-time toll, and then you're good to go. It's like an easy pass. It's like getting an easy pass and going through the freeway or whatever. Man is old. He's got a nice little beard going on. Little, like, tassels. Not really sure what those are. They're kind of snazzy, though. Boop! Hitting levers and opening doors. No matter what the Metroidvania, or game in general that has a premise of, like, unlocking areas as you play the game, it will always be one of the most satisfying feelings in video games. Alright, let's go talk to Cornifer's wife, because that's an appropriate thing to do.
Bapanada.
Yeah, me too. Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. She doesn't seem surprised. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. Oh my god, tell me about it. Now let's see what's here for me to sell. We got the compass and the quill. We don't have enough for both, but I will take the compass. We'll have to get the quill later, because it'll update the map as we explore. Also, is Zelda packing a whole bakery? Let's not even, let's not even joke here. Of all the places to end up, we've picked this dreary town. I thought it'd be a temporary stop, then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there. He argues cartography is sound business, but other than you, who's buying? Lady's got a point. How many people are really buying maps these days? It's all GPS and Google Maps and stuff like that. I mean, question to all you viewers. If you go on road trips, if you're the type of person who finds themselves doing road trips or vacations of any kind, do you actually use a paper map to navigate? or if you're just like visiting some sort of like little site or something and they have a map of the grounds, do you take a map and use that as your primary navigation tool? I'd like to know. I think the last time I used a map in any capacity was when I went to a wolf preserve, about maybe 8 months ago, something like that. It was a pretty big grounds, so I figured, hey, why not use a map and make things interesting? Anyways, we got old ruins to explore. Oh, it appears we need the quill for the compass to work correctly. That's a shame. I guess we'll just have to find more money. Oh. Hi, Flyboy. Ooh, I hear the sound of a sad boy. Or woman, you never know. Oh, it's the homies again. They're back for vengeance. Again. Yay! Another bug boy saved. Yeah. Oh, this place is... Oh. I see you down there. The chat box will not make me miss you. I know that you're there. Yee. Yo, man, we can talk about this. Okay, maybe not. Uh-oh. Come here, get a little closer, bud. Actually, let's heal first. Then we'll continue our relentless assault. You know, if I could hit him. Alright, screw it. We're playing this uneven playing field. We're not cheaters. Can you stop with the wavy crap? Okay. He really just exploded, didn't he? Oh my god, but look at all the dough he dropped. That'll cover the quill for sure. I remember this one. I spent a long time looking for this one, this secret area. We can't access the whole thing as of now, but we'll get there. I would just bounce on the spikes, but I'd bounce into more spikes. More bug boy. Ow. Yep. That's why I hate the jumpy ones. Because no matter how hard you swing at them, or no matter how many chemicals you spray at them, they always seem to get right on you. Be it your leg, or your chest, or right on your frickin' nose. Now this place looks a bit more... not regal, because that's like royalty and rich. But this looks like a more refined and well-built place of Hollow Nest. Because it hasn't completely fallen apart. I mean, the rags and stuff on the ceiling are a bit torn, but the general stone seems to be pretty good. Pretty quality, pretty put together well. What? I'm just chilling. Okay, now you're gonna attack me. About damn time. Apologies. Maybe I should have waited to stream a little bit longer, but I was like, nah. Hey, big boy. Been a while. Your move. Yeesh. That could have been bad. Ha! Blorg! Man's got a suit of steel, but on the inside he's really soft. You done? You done throwing your fit? Oh no, he's making the whole place come down. Yeet! No, sir. It's funny that you can actually hit those little balls that drop down from the ceiling. I do like hitting me some balls. Right where it hurts, you know what they say. Ooh, ground seems to be getting a little shaky. Your move. Oh, okay. I'll give you that one. You can actually hit these little balls sideways and knock them right into this guy. I think that's hilarious. Oh dear. I think he underestimated just how heavy he was. So, let's go relieve him of that pain. Imagine having a trampoline that made that sound every time you jumped on it. Alright, enough playing. Okay. He exploded. Again. Why do they all explode? Can we take his mace? I think it would be a very practical and useful thing to have. Hey, get back here. Apparently his mace was a living thing. Can we knock it upwards? Nah. Okay, goodbye. That was strange. Oh my goodness gracious. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is a lot of dough, and will 100% cover our navigation costs. Got to make sure you get a return on your investments, you know? We bought the map, we bought the stag, we bought, what else did we buy? The compass. I think we got a pretty solid return. There's skulls everywhere, and I don't really like that. This is some cult shit. Oh, Jesus. If that doesn't spell, enter this building if you want to be extremely edgy and or sacrifice to our blood god, I don't know what does. And I'm greeted by a bench made of bones, I think? And a snail person? Snail shaman. Oh, who's that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Hallown's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help? Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh. Can you stop laughing like that? It's making me uncomfortable. So, we walk into this building that looks like edgelords and people who practice questionable religions hang out in. They offer us to rest on a seat made of bones, and then conjure up a spell and say it's perfect for the likes of us. Tell me that doesn't seem like a threat. Oh, well, who am I to complain? And we're dead. That's how Hollow Knight ends, everybody. Nah, I'm just kidding. Consume the Vengeful Spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. I've actually done a spell build before. It's really not as good as a nail build, all things considered, but it can be pretty strong in a lot of scenarios. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept. Oh. He watched over us. He probably ran our pockets. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as a repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. When was this decided? This is a parasocial relationship. You are on that side of the cage, and I am on this side of the cage. Be it I am inside the cage and you are outside the cage, it is still parasocial. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's hardly a creature. What? It's a hardy creature, not hardly. But with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with the small favor, my friend. Alright, apparently this snail shaman has declared himself Santa Claus with how much he goes, ho ho! Anyways, spell time. I feel like, I think one of my biggest mistakes as a new player when I first played this game was underutilizing the spell. Or spells, I should say. Yeah, the nail is, like, consistent, and, like, sure, like, you know, you can get a lot of damage with it, but the spells early on can be really strong. You know, it's sort of like trade, like, oh, you could do more damage with the spell and speed up the fight, or you could save your soul for when you heal. You know, it's sort of like it's a question. It's a trade-off. I do love killing things fast, but I also don't like being killed. I see those spikes. Don't think I don't. Come here, bud. You try that again? No, I didn't think so. Dreaming with Christy. Hello. Oh, hello. Welcome to the chat. We are in the middle of a kidnapping, where I'm the kidnappee, and the kidnapper has requested me to slay a hardy beast. That one is purely my fault. There we go. Perfect. Been watching for a while. Ah. I suspected at least one or two people had tuned in, but wasn't entirely sure since the chat's been quiet. We got a man spitting some orange juice at us, and we get close, he curls up because he doesn't know what to do when people get close to him. It's an emotional thing, you know. It's a what do they call it? Not a fear response. A defense mechanism, that's it. You kind of deserved it. Yes, I did. That was completely and entirely my fault. As you can see, his defense mechanism is quite strong. So we'll have to use something a little bit more tactful. There we go. Remember, that's how you bypass anyone's defense mechanism. You don't do it from up close. You do it from up far. By any means necessary. In this case, a ridiculously strong spell. Ah, and here's our kidnapper. Oh, so it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing. It must have been terrified of you. He used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Yeah, there's something that fills me with ancient rage as well. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Oh ho. You tricked me into drinking the punch, and now you're taunting me for it. And look, the gate between us has opened. Oh. I think that's some sort of metaphor for, I don't know. Healing friendships or making friendships, I suppose. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you are seeking, it will find you. Oh ho. It will find me. Whatever I'm seeking will find me. Punch him. Yeah, you're right. I should punch him. He kidnapped me. I'm gonna break down all your skulls and break... Why do you hesitate? You'll get nothing more from me, I'm afraid. Though I do admire your persistence. Oh ho ho. Yeah. Yeah, that's the good stuff. So he said whatever we're seeking will find us. So what he's saying is we should just sit and wait for it to come to us. Nah. That would be ridiculous. We'd be waiting here for the rest of our lives. You don't wait for whatever you're looking for to find you. You have to go and find it. And along the way, maybe you'll find something better. Or just something completely different entirely. And you'll be like, huh, maybe I don't need to look for this anymore. Maybe I already have what I want. Ah, a note. Sorry if I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area? Available now for an excellent price. Cornifer. That's some good marketing, Cornifer. Leave a note in the exact place you were sitting, and then walk away. Because, you know, if you put down the note and start walking away, and then as soon as you get 2 feet from where you were standing, and a person finds the note, and they see you, do they still have to go all the way back to your shop in order to purchase a map? Because you're not sitting there anymore. The note's there now. So could they not walk up to you and ask for the map? Be like, hey, are you going to make me walk all the way to your shop? So that's a question we'll have to ask them next time we find them. We're going to need a lot of dough. So it's time we start killing some bugs. Come here, bug. These are some bouncy platforms. Okay, maybe not. That time my legs slammed into it. And they still didn't break. Confirmed, the knight from Hollow Knight has no bones, because his legs have never broken. There we go. Oh yeah, we never went in this room. Let's take a look. Oh, it's those grubbers. Those grubby grubbers. Oh. Free dough. Okay. Remember, it's okay if someone gives you free money, as long as they don't make you sign anything. But always check it for counterfeit. Do you know how to check for counterfeit money, chat? Are you aware of the various methods? Doesn't have to be like the universal method, but do you know how to check for counterfeit bills? There we go. Alright, let's head back to the shop and get ourselves some, some more mapping supplies. We're exploring an ancient kingdom, so we need mapping supplies. And we get to visit our friend with benefit, Iselda. She benefits us by giving us mapping supplies, and we benefit her by giving her company.
Bapanada.
So we got the quill. So now we can update our map. I have the stag pin. I want the stag pin. And I'd very much like the bench pin. There we go. So let's take a look at our updated map. I love the little animation of the knight scribbling on the map. Such a nice little detail that Team Cherry threw in there. Oh yeah, we have a new charm, Soul Catcher. Used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. Increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with the nail. I definitely think that's better than Fury of the Fallen, because I haven't been in a situation where I've almost died yet. Hopefully I don't regret that statement. And the compass. These two charms are an iconic duo, let's just be honest. So let's take a look at the map. So we got all this now. I know where we have to go next, but I want to see if there's anything else we could/should do. I think there is. But you know what we're going to do, chat? We're going to do something a little bit unorthodox. Since we've hit the 1 hour mark in the stream, we are actually going to do a 5-minute break. I want everyone who's listening to get up and stretch, drink some water, and, you know, just have a nice breather, maybe step outside for a minute. And, just take a nice 5-minute break to just stretch, drink water, and we'll be back. All right, chat, we are back. How was everybody's mandatory 5-minute break? Hope y'all had something to drink, maybe used the restroom, stretched a little bit, you know, something like that. I think I'm gonna consistently have 5-minute breaks at the top of each hour of streams, you know, just as a nice breather. Because sitting at the computer all day can have negative effects, and as someone who has experienced many of those negative effects, I don't want that. I don't wish that upon any of you. So we're gonna have mandatory 5-minute breaks at the top of each hour every time I do a stream. And if you have a problem with it, then that's too bad. But let's jump right back into the action, shall we? Ooh, he woke back up even. He was taking a little nappy. Taking a little nap. Let's talk to Elderbug here. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag Station has opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Well, at least you're, you know, admitting that you're okay with where you are instead of moping on about how dreams are such a bad thing. Like, you know, at least that made you seem to feel a little bit better, Elderbug. So if Elderbug said the Stag Stations were, or at least this one was closed even before his time, and the Stags closed sometime probably a little bit after the Hollow Knight was sealed away, then I think my guess as to Hollow Knight being rotting for about 50, or not Hollow Knight, Hollow Nest, rotting for about 50 to 100 years is probably pretty accurate. But we have business to take care of. Because that's what we do here. We are all business all the time. No fun allowed. I'm already in Dirtmouth. That's how you do a loading screen, right? It'd be funny to see the knight doing menial tasks while in the back of the stag, like writing on his map or putting on a charm or something. That would be pretty cool. Now I check the map. Yeah, let's head to the right. I want to go down and to the right before we hit the next place of interest. But not right up there. Right down here. Hello, Jumpy Boy. Oh, I'm little ghost exploring Fallen Kingdom. Oh. That's a big bug. And this is also a good time to appreciate the fact that most of the art in Hollow Knight, most of the assets and stuff, are all hand-drawn and hand-animated. Shoutouts to the dev for that one. That doesn't look right. Excuse me, miss. I need to get past you and through that gate. Would you mind just scooting over just a little bit? I don't want to bounce on you, so... Would you mind moving just a little bit? I'll take that as a no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you little bastard. Oh. Didn't time that one quite right. Okay. It's exploding. Again. Can I... Ah, jeez. I forgot about that one. Alright! She was pregnant, apparently. Word of advice for you, Gruz Mother. Maybe not slam your body into concrete at like 50 miles an hour when you got 8 babies sitting inside of you. I don't think that's a healthy way of raising children. Or let alone even carrying children. So there's suspicious laughing, or more like excited laughing, coming from that little housey home up there, as well as a strange, unidentifiable pink mist. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that is probably a crack house, and not go in there. But we can go in here. Oh dear. Man's going through it by the looks of things. Urgh. Oro, you oaf. You wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? Oh, we snapped him out of it. Oh, good stuff. I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I ever would have woken. I'm sly. Okay, man, you might want to get your ego in check. I know you're a sly kind of guy, but the fact that you legally changed your name to Sly, S-L-Y, is a bit much, I think. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there. And I can thank you properly for your good deed. Well, at least he acknowledges that we did something. And acknowledgement is all I seek in life, because I have attention issues. Maybe that's why the knight returned to Hollow Nest, aka our player character. Maybe he came back because he just wanted attention. But he doesn't know how to express his need for attention, so he just kills everything in sight. And when someone actually tries to be civil with him, he attempts to be civil back. Except to these things. We are never civil to these things. Because they're just gross. Oh, you little... I hate those nasties. Oh, there's another one. Get it out of here. It's got a big trunk-like nose and a big orange sack. And I don't like big sacks. They're the little ones. They're also filled with orange juice. Another reason to kill them. I doubt that orange juice is worth drinking, however. You know what? I'm just going to ignore you. You're not worth my time. This, however, is very much worth my time. Yeet. Oh, yeah. Has anyone out in chat played Hollow Knight before? I think that's something I should have asked much earlier, but I'm asking it now. What's all of your experiences with this game? Oh, it's one of the homies. Homies back for blood. Nope, no experience? Ah. It's quite the adventure. Okay, time to investigate our next point of interest, which is back in that big platformy tunnel area. Oh yeah, map updated. Now we should be able to see more of everything. Indeed. So there is a bench over there on that upper cliff, so we'll probably go back there once we get a new ability or something. Actually, is there a faster way to get back there? Yeah, the fastest way would be to go to Dirtmouth and then just jump back in the well. Okay. Ugh. My navigational skills leave much to be desired. Even with all the help in the world, I probably would still get lost if you instructed me to go somewhere. Hollow Knight soundtrack, though. All the music. Very calming, very enjoyable. I wouldn't say the boss themes are calming, but the ambient just environments are very nice to listen to. Used to put on a nice playlist whenever I study. Oh, that's a good one. What's your go-to choice of music when you study, chat? If you listen to music at all when you study. More dough. Heal up. Oh, a sign. The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hollow Nest descend through these verdant wilds and fungal growths to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. Well, I'd like a wish granted. And that's my greediness. Coming back to bite me. There we go. But yeah, chat, go-to music for studying. If any of you are taking part in any kind of education. Go-to music for when you're studying. Or audiobook. I know a couple of my buddies were into audiobooks. Ah, Green Path. Chill music, chill vibes, not so chill residents. That'll explode into Cheeto dust. Gotta be honest, I was never a Cheetos kid. Apparently I was an acid kid. No, don't take that out of context. I was not an acid kid. This guy might have been, however. Whew. Now this is where I really thought this game was primarily a platformer. Birds! I'm the biggest bird. I think there's a bench up here. Oh yeah. Nice place to sit and rest. With a nice river of acid flowing behind us. How serene, how ambient. Oh, it's Miss Silksong. It's Silksong Lady. It's the Silksong Lady. She didn't like me praising her and simping over her. Ew. You're like a mosquito. Ooh, mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. And now that it's sort of getting to summertime again, they're gonna be out and about and prowling. One of my least favorite parts about camping, when I still went camping, was mosquito bites. They would just appear on my body randomly, and I would have no idea where they came from. Has anyone in chat been camping before? I'd guess at least one of you has. Whoa. Chill out there. Let's cut this vine. But I want to jump. Ah, there's nothing here. Oh yeah. I love, there's so many layers to this game, and I mean like literally, like to the foreground, to the background, all of it. It's just so much to look at. This is environmental storytelling for you. Ow. I got covered in Cheeto dust. I'm kind of afraid to try and cut it while I'm standing underneath it. Get out of here. Ooh, that's a bad spot to be standing, bud. You might have a bit of head trauma and a small case of death. Oh, I know that whistling. Yes, sir. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The rumors twist and turn in the most wonderful of ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. I would very much like a map of the area. Thank you very much, Cornifer. Now, we should hopefully be able to see where we're going. I think we need to get to a bench before we can, well, update everything we've seen. If I made a map before Cornifer did, I have a girl got impaled through the foot with a rusty nail. Oh, jeez. Now That's a rough camping experience. Might I ask how that came about? Was it like an accident, or was it like one of those wrong place, wrong time kind of situations? A rusty nail through the foot. That sounds extremely painful. Oh, there's teeth. Oh, there's a lot of teeth. I can't say I've ever been impaled with a rusty nail, but I can say that my friend once went camping, and it was for scouts. It was back in the day. It was for scouts, and he left his. I think he left his shoes by the fire to dry after like a very semi like wet day, and a giant hole burned in his shoe, and then he walked in the next day with a giant hole in his shoe, and I was like, dude, what happened? And he was like, oh, my shoe caught on, my foot caught on fire. And I was like, oh, okay then. Honestly, me too. Someone I don't know just comes up to me randomly in my place of comfort. I think I'm gonna scream with all my might as well. Tidy squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it. My journal. It will aid you. At the first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of the hunter. Ugh. He really just spit that out, didn't he? She was hiking up a trail, I was behind her, and she stepped on it. Okay, so it was someone else's fault for leaving the nail there. I gotcha. Taking the hunter's journal. Press button. Yep. So now we have a bestiary. I love bestiaries in games. Gruzzer, simple-minded creature that haphazardly buzzes around, bumping into things. The Gruz mother, who was slamming her children around. Mature Gruzzer that carries its young in its belly attacks by hurtling its huge body around. Maybe that explains the low intelligence in these bugs. Tick-tick. Uses its small sharp claws... Whoops. Uses its small sharp claws to climb along walls and roofs. Oh, it's the homies. Aspid Hunter. Bests its prey by spitting corrosive liquid. Often hunts in packs. Yeah, see, they're homies. They always pulling up in a squad, and they always got the strap. I can respect that. Oh, it's these nasty things. No, sir. Yeah, lots of bestiary entries. I've never read all of them, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Nice bit of extra lore for you. There we go. Probably need to break this. Yep. Jeez, so many spikes. Ah, grubber. Another grubber to the pile. I got the hops. Got the mad hops. Oh man, I deflected his ass. Deflected it right to Canada. Oh, it's Miss Silksong again. Yay, new journal entry. There we go. Oh, yeah, here's an interesting story for you, chat. I was out yesterday, filming tomorrow's video. Expect that. And as I was out, I was walking down the road, just heading to one of the locations I set, and there was like an unusual number of fuzzy orange and yellow caterpillars on the road. And it was a hot day out, so the asphalt was pretty scorching. But there were just a bunch of little caterpillars just wiggling along. Every time I thought it was a branch or a stick, it was a caterpillar, and I was like, what the heck? I guess it's caterpillar season. With a new generation of butterflies to come in. Okay. I almost forgot about you. Little moss boy. You know, I used to be okay with caterpillars and more, I'll call them gentle bugs. I used to be okay in their presence. I'd even let some of them crawl on me sometimes. I see you, Miss Silksong. I used to be okay with them, but nowadays, no matter the bug, no matter the species, I hate it. And if it touches me, I will have a freak out. And it's one of my very few weaknesses. Come here, Hornet. Oh, there's something down there. It was Death. Death was down there. Oh, come back here. I got the hops. There we go. Jumpity jump. But yeah, tomorrow's video will be out around the same time I started today's stream. I'm probably going to try and keep consistency when it comes to upload times and stream times. I would have started a little bit sooner today, but I ran into a technical difficulty with OBS. That's just how it be sometimes. Oh, and as a heads up to everyone who's listening, I will not be streaming on Saturday. I'm usually would stream on Saturdays, but it's Mother's Day weekend, and I imagine a lot of people have plans, including myself, but I will be recording and uploading a video in its place. So hopefully that's not too much of a disappointment. Where'd you go, Miss Hornet? Oh, he's gonna blow. Jeez, this place is big. Oh, hello there. Oh, he saw me. Didn't stand much of a chance, though. Alright. I heard a mosskin, but he seems to have vanished. Ooh. Gloomy. Quite gloomy, actually. Ooh, a fly. This is like a crossroads. Like a different area. Eh. Ah, I know that sound. Tell me, chat. You're in a situation where you're a bug, like a bug person with sentience and free will, and you come across a large bug who seems to just have the base instincts of a bug eating another bug person. Is that cannibalism? Is that considered cannibalism? Well, regardless, we may be the main character, which means we can do whatever we want, but I have a feeling this big bug will drop a lot of money. So we're gonna run his pockets. Your move, bud. Oh, you have friends. He said, nah, I'm gonna pull up with the homies. Oh, there we go. Why do they all explode? They always explode into orange juice. That's kind of gross. Hey, you. I just saved you. Oh, okay. Thought he was dead. Just, just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? 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 Your prey? You, sir, you were the prey. Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? I don't know. If saving your life is causing bother, then maybe next time I won't be so considerate. No, this cur. Cur. Is that like a bug slur? Do you think cur is a bug's swear or slur? Because that's what it sounds like, judging by this guy's attitude. I'm Zert the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. I'm gonna be straight up with you, homie. That sounds like a cosplay weapon, or like a cosplay level idea. Cur is an actual insult. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Anyone know the origins or meaning behind cur? Because I'd very much like to know. Up until this point, I've legitimately thought it was something they came up with for this game. So yeah, anyone in chat who knows what cur means, be sure to send that on over. You know, without breaking any TOS, preferably. Ow! Got the double hit. Oh, you bastard. Okay, maybe not be so reckless. But they were guarding a lot of dough. Like, a lot of dough. That was another one. Oh, he's guarding a little grubber. Oh, he got the double swing. Okay. Another grub freed from its questionable glass jar of questionable origins. Oh, Staggy Boy. I love the Staggy Boy. Ah, there's the health. And our map is updated, finally. I think that's the first... Okay, second bench we've touched in Green Path. Or maybe third, actually. I'm not entirely sure. So, I want to go check out that room, because it looks big and ominous. But first, let's open up the Stag Station. Ah, the bell. Be sure to hit the bell, everyone. My, this place has much changed since I last saw it. The greenery grows so wild, the stations like to be consumed by it. Yeah, greenery tends to do that. Time to have a peek in that big old room we saw. Technically it means dog, like the insult, but it also means a cowardly person. It's an insult usually used by esteemed gentlemen or honored knights. Oh, okay, so it's like an old-timey insult. Interesting. Thank you very much for the information. And for adding a new insult to my, my books. Hello. Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. Oh. She knows what we want. Chat, she knows. She knows we've been following her. She knows what we want to ask her. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. Yes, it's almost upon us. and I need to know when it's gonna happen. I know what you are. I know what you'd try to do. I can't allow it. But I must. I must. The stream and YouTube demands that I must do it. Okay. Bounce on your head a little bit. Hope that's okay. Yee. I'm not Sean. I'm not Sean. Ha! Adidas! Oh! She almost jumped on my forehead. Adidas! I wouldn't say it's my go-to brand for shoes, but I got a nice pair of slides that are Adidas. Higale. I bet someone on the internet has deciphered the bug language from Hollow Knight. I would not be surprised. Sean? Who's Sean? Yeet! Eh. Adidas? I'm actually gonna heal. I'm not taking any risks here. Eh. Yeet. Haha! Now tell me the answer to the question I need to know. Oh, she bolted. She bolted. Well, we didn't get to ask her when Silksong's coming out, so we'll have to continue to pursue her through Hollownest chat. And if we try hard enough, maybe we can get the answer. Huh. Cool, we have a dash now. Oh, Jesus! Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Yes, I did slash her. I'm glad you noticed. It's the only real way to get the information you want out of people. You take an old nail and you slash it at them. Just like that nail that went through your friend's foot. You gotta, similar thing. Allow us our peace. Fans waiting on Twitter for Silksong be like. It is quite a relentless meme. My personal headcanon in regards to Silksong is that it's not actually real, and that it's a mass hallucination created by subliminal messages in a variety of Hollow Knight's boss fights, including Hornets, especially Hornets. So that's my personal headcanon, but, hopefully that's not true. Where the heck are we? Oh, jeez. Lake of Un. Un? I'm gonna go with Un. Sounds more resplendent. Ooh, he's having like a crisis. He's having a bit of a crisis moment. We'll leave him be. Oh, hey, Coral. What kind of voice did I give him? Oh, hello there. Seems we've both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. These buildings suggest some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I planned to offer greetings, though I figured first I'd tend to my nail, and chance our meeting goes poorly. See, Coral's got the right idea. He knows what's good. This guy I ran into, he seems to be quite taken back by the lake. But I'm gonna just make sure my weapon's up to par. Alright. And on that note of the Hornet boss fight and acquiring the dash, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end today's stream. I'd say it was a pretty good success for a first stream. I had a whole bunch of fun, and I hope everyone in chat and everyone who tuned in enjoyed it as well. So, yeah, you can expect a video to come out tomorrow around the same time today's stream started. And just to repeat, I will not be streaming on Saturday. I have plans for Mother's Day, as I'm sure many of you do as well. So I will be posting a video instead. and there would still be a video on Sunday as well. So thanks so much for everyone who tuned into the stream, and I'll be seeing you all very, very soon. Have a good rest of your day.